Peace, family. All right, so I'm not going to bash today. I think we got enough people in the so-called conscious community that have dedicated their entire day to making sure everyone knows how horrible they are for celebrating Thanksgiving Day. And just for the record, I don't think anyone is horrible for spending time with their family, because too often are we so concerned with being right that we choose not to do right. And the right thing to do right now is to unite. And so I think it's really dope that a lot of you all still have that bond with your family, and if they still accept you and include you in things. So please continue to enjoy this time with your family, and understand also, family, that Trump was the wake-up call that a lot of our people needed. So a lot of our brothers and sisters are thirsty for knowledge. So don't force anything on them, but there's nothing wrong with dropping a few jewels here and there, dropping a little bit of history facts here and there. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not going to bash today, but I am going to bash tomorrow or tonight or whenever. I'm going to bash Black Friday, because if you are participating in Black Friday by supporting these corporations, you are participating in your own destruction, right? Understand that this country, this system that we all hate so much, that we have found to be racist and that we know works against us, this system, this country is controlled and run by these corporations. These corporations that you all are ready to just go out and throw your money at tonight. Understand, family, that if you must go Black Friday shopping, please do it by supporting Black-owned businesses. Please keep your money circulating in the Black community. Put that money back in the hands of a brother or sister. I know a lot of people say there's no such thing as the black dollar, but family, it is. That is power right there, because that money can, when put together with the right people, can go towards Black-owned land, Black-owned businesses, Black-owned infrastructures, Black-owned schools. Okay? And understand, family, that we are the biggest spenders. We spend more than anyone else, but we are the least consumers. We receive the least amount of money than anyone else. We support every other person. We support Asians. We support the Arabs. We support the Caucasians. We support everyone but ourselves. Support a Black-owned business, not just for Black Friday, but henceforth. Okay? So if you're a Black-owned business, please comment your business in the comment section so people can support you. Okay? And so, family, I really want you all to understand how foolish it would be for you to go out and support these corporations for Black Friday. So I'm going to use this analogy to try to dumb it down for you, you know, because I think that's the easiest way to explain things. All right. Analogy. Y'all gotta excuse me. I have no voice right now. I've been yelling. Analogy. So tomorrow you go Black Friday shopping. You have two different kinds of businesses that you can support. On this side, you got a Black-owned business, and on this side, you have Caucasian-owned business, which are the corporations. The Black-owned businesses, they're your brothers, they're your sisters. You know what I mean? They're telling you, you know what? I dropped the same hurdles in life you do. We got the same ancestors. Our ancestors went through the same mess. You know what I mean? They endured the same pain. They both endured slavery and rape and all of that. You know what I mean? Now, I don't have the name brand stuff that you like, but I still got quality things. You know what I mean? It's things that I made myself, things that I grew myself, things that I wrote myself. All of these things, I did it on my own. You know what I'm saying? Please support me so that I can continue to grow as a business, because the higher Black entrepreneurship is, the higher Black employment will be. And the more we can provide for ourselves our own jobs, the more we can provide for ourselves food and clothing and shelter and education, the least we have to worry about these racist corporations. So that's one business right there. Those are the kind of business you can support there. But then you got these Caucasian businesses, these corporations. They got that name brand stuff that you like, the stuff that you want to stand in line for hours and hours at a time for, that you see everybody else with, since you want to be just like everybody else. You know what I mean? But this is the problem with the Caucasians. They're racist, and they tell you now, you know, I don't like you. I don't like your people. Matter of fact, we don't even see y'all as people. But still, please continue to spend your money with us. Buy what we have. And keep in mind that the reason now we have what we have is because your ancestors worked their ass off for my ancestors, which benefited us, which gave us a century, a couple of centuries head start over your people. And also understand that my ancestors made your ancestors obsessed with material things because y'all had on rags or we had on the finer things. And anytime we put a slave in something that was close to what we had on, they thought they were better than the rest of the slaves because they were closer to us. And so today, you feel like if you buy these things that we have, you're going to be better. You're going to feel like you have some type of self-worth now. Because you're going to feel like you're closer to us in a sense. But you're not. You're still inferior economically. You know why? Because you still work on my plantation. You still need my assistance. And the only days you get off of my plantation are days that I say so, and the days that are relevant to my ancestors. Or days that are relevant to a religion that my ancestors gave your ancestors. And please continue to support us. Please continue to give us that money, that power that you do have, so you can continue to keep us in a position to oppress you, to keep you sick, to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind, to keep you divided. Please continue to support us so we can continue to build these prisons that we are going to put you in. Please continue to support us so we can do all we can to keep you down and to keep you economically inferior. So we can continue to make you believe that you need to support us through our media that we own. Please buy a bigger fucking TV so we can continue to program you. Yes. Now, which business are you going to support? You going to support your brothers and your sisters, or are you going to support these racist people? You have to be stupid to support the racist people. You just have to be stupid. But the reality is that is what many of us do on a daily basis, and what many of us are going to do tonight for no reason. Now, I understand that a lot of us feel like we have children, and we feel like if we don't buy our children certain things, they're not going to love us, or we're going to seem like bad parents. But what are we teaching our children if we are telling them the only way that they are worth anything is if they have these material things? What type of spoiled child do you have if you feel like they're not going to love you, or they're going to think you're a bad parent if you're not buying them this material thing that can be broken and replaced, and in a couple of months it's going to have a better version to it anyway? What are we teaching our children when there are people out here dying from starvation? There are people here that don't have anywhere to lay their head at night. There are people right down the street from you that haven't eaten all day, can't pay a bill, whose children don't have clothes, shoes, or whatever. And instead of you helping them, you say, I'm going to pray for you. And you pray. You say, Lord, please bless the less fortunate. Please bless the homeless. Without realizing that you can actually be that blessing by getting them what they need. But instead, you want to take that money and spend it on some materialistic shit that you don't need. What are we teaching our children? What are we teaching them? Okay? So, if you are, like I said again, if you are supporting black-owned business by supporting these corporations, these racist corporations that run this racist country, you are participating in your own and supporting your own destruction, our destruction. Okay? We must practice group economics, family. We must be self-sufficient. We have to start by uniting and supporting each other. That's how it starts. Not by continuously giving our money and our power to the enemy. Because that's what they are. They are the enemy. And you don't need that stuff. You don't need it. Alright, and so yeah, that's all I have to say about that, family. If you still do it after watching this, I can't even say that you're ignorant, because you're not ignorant, because now you know. You know the truth. But that just means you don't give a fuck. Alright, so peace and love, family.